Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Benchmark Pro Wrestling. Tonight is the Absolute Grand Prix, where 8 men will do battle in a winner-take-all tournament to see who will be crowned our Absolute Grand Prix champion. It is going to be an action-packed night with bodies flying from bell to bell. So without further ado, let's get you down to ringside with our ring announcer, Joshua Jonai.
Tonight, we will crown our very first ever BPW Absolute Grand Prix champion in a 8-man single elimination tournament. Whoever can survive and win 3 matches in a row tonight will win it all. Now, the question is, everyone, are you ready? No. We need to get louder, Venue 18. Are you guys ready? Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Absolute Grand Prix tournament. Our first round matchups are set to begin. We will hear from each competitor as they make their way to the ring tonight.
Benchmark Pro Wrestling, raising the standard in professional wrestling. Must be true, because there's no better standard than the end-all, be-all. I'm the personification of excellence. Everything I touch turns to gold. Now, Friday, May 9th, Absolute Grand Prix. Sounds like fun. Not only am I an entrant, I'm the odds-on favorite. You can't go against the absolute astonishing numbers that I've been putting up in my short career. So not only am I coming in there confident, I'm coming in there to show everybody why I am absolutely astonishing.
And here comes Isaiah Moore. And let's hear from the human highlight as he makes his way to the ring.
Yours truly, the human highlight. Isaiah Moore is gonna enter himself into that tournament. Knock down body after body, going all the way to the finals where he will become the first ever Absolute Grand Prix champion, and the people of Benchmark Pro Wrestling can have a champion that they're proud of, one they can look up to, that 6-foot body of a model, Hollywood handsome, and Detroit dangerous, the human highlight.
And it's the human highlight, Isaiah Moore versus Astonishing Ashton Adonis. And here we go, both men locking up, neither wanting to give an inch here as they work their way from one corner to the other. Moore with the roll, but Adonis stays locked to him. These two incredible athletes, both with celebrated histories in that squared circle, performing for multiple promotions across the nation. Two incredible athletes here. Not a show of respect from Ashton Adonis. He quickly takes control after that kick to the midsection, working more into the corner, head first. On for another one. Boom. Adonis here now looking for that Irish whip across. Moore with a counter. Incredible athleticism, and that will be a drop kick. Moore gets Adonis clean out of the ring with that drop kick as he looks to turn momentum to his side. Is he also looking to go on the outside? Oh, that's a baseball slide and a huge forearm as Adonis looked to be preparing for the dive. And oh, Isaiah Moore using that front row as part of his offense. Nice counter from Adonis. Big right hand of his own. Getting close to a 10 count here. Referee trying to get him back. Oh, and Moore takes advantage of the moment with the heavy forearm, and he makes his way back into the ring. Adonis, oh, quick counter. Super kick straight to the head between the ropes as Moore now to the top rope. Line Adonis up for a clothesline. Will he go for the cover here? Oh, only one. Impressive from Adonis after that display from Moore that was only a 1 count. Moore not taking it easy here. Flipped over the ropes though. Oh, a roll through. And nice, a super kick to the head. What's he going for here? Oh, Adonis working the eyes. I don't know if the referee sees that one. Oh, perfect tie-in. Will he go for the 10? Adonis quickly getting control again as he looks to create his own offense from the top rope. And that is a massive kick with a kip up, and Ashton Adonis seems to be in control of this one at the moment. Keep in mind, folks, our Absolute Grand Prix champion is going to need to win 3 matches tonight. Big European uppercut from Adonis, and oh, up and over. He might be looking to finish this one quickly. Neither of these men want to. Oh, quick cover. Nope, just a 1 count for Moore as Adonis now puts him in a headlock. Might be looking to get the submission at the very least. He wants to drain some of Moore's energy. Does he have it under the chin there? Looks like Moore is finding his strength. He's fighting his way out of this one. Right hand, left hand to the midsection. Oh, a counter from Adonis with the knee to the body. And what an Irish whip. Isaiah Moore lucky to get caught up in the ropes on that one. That could have been scary. He's setting him up for something here. Another counter from Moore. Big forearm. Kick to the body. Looks to go upstairs. Adonis. Oh! Big knee from Moore. And there's another counter into a backbreaker by Ashton Adonis. Setting him up. Going up for a suplex. Oh! Is that a brain buster? Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Not quite enough. Thought Ashton Adonis might have had that one in the bag, but Moore has plenty of life left, it seems. Again, Adonis looking to keep his opponent grounded, working the body. Is he going back to the chokehold? No, he's going to let Moore down as he sets up for something here. Adonis in control at the moment. Isaiah Moore shoves to get some space. Another big uppercut as he whips Moore into the corner. Those are some powerful Irish whips as he lands right on his spine. Counter. Isaiah Moore with the kick. Will he be able to? Yes, so far. Continues to counter. Up and over Adonis. Shoves him back to the corner, and it's a forearm from Moore. Irish whip of his own. This time it's Adonis with the counter, but now he's caught up in the ropes. And oh, what a devastating move from Moore. This has to be it as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, not quite. Ashton Adonis stays alive with the kick out. Moore looking to get this Fostoria crowd behind him. Setting up for the snapshot, it seems. Oh, a counter from Adonis. Another here from Moore. That's going to be a pin. Quickly up after one. Another counter. Another 1 count. Oh, an incredible elbow from Ashton Adonis. Goes for the cover. Moore not done yet. Kicks it too. Wow, that was a vicious blow from Adonis as he goes back to the headlock. Once again, these men have 2 more matches ahead of them, whoever wins. This has already been a devastating night. Oh, another good counter from Moore. Back on the attack. Ooh, heavy kick upstairs. Another count. Oh, there it is. Is he looking for the O'Connor roll? The Pele kick. There it is. Oh, this has to be it. He's got him rolled up. 2. No! Adonis again with the kick out. I thought for sure Isaiah Moore, the human highlight, was going to end it right then and there. And now he goes for the dive. Oh, my goodness. That's why they call him the human highlight, folks. Isaiah Moore with reckless abandon here in the first round of our Absolute Grand Prix tournament. Now he's looking for the finish, but oh, a pop-up here. What a counter. How does Adonis have anything left? Oh, that's the pump knee. That's a pump knee. 1, 2, 3. What a counter. What a finish. Ashton Adonis, after all of that offense, finds the pump knee. Incredible win for Adonis to dig deep and find his signature pump knee. After enduring that onslaught from the human highlight, Isaiah Moore, we will see if Ashton Adonis can keep this going in the second round. He's not going to have a lot of time to recover, and we won't have much time before we move on to our next opening round matchup. Shout out to Isaiah Moore. An incredible performance. Fell just short with that quick counter as we head on to match number 2.
Now, just remember, folks, follow us on all our social media platforms, being Benchmark Pro Wrestling on all social media. But let's get started with our next contest, because this next contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is a 15-minute time limit.
As we move on to the second match of the evening, let's see what Jacob Rose's plans are for the night, and who better to tell us than the man himself.
Jacob Rose is coming back to Benchmark Pro Wrestling, but he's not coming back for any old match. No, he's coming back to enter into the tournament that's going to determine the first ever BPW Absolute Grand Prix champion. And now I hate playing spoiler, but I'm going to do to everybody in that tournament what I did to Ryan Michaels last time. I'm going to stomp their skull into the mat, and I'm going to beat them. Because I am God's gift to women. I am God's gift to professional wrestling, and soon I will be the first ever BPW Absolute Grand Prix champion.
Jacob Rose, an incredibly dangerous athlete, but he's got an equally dangerous opponent in the Unchained King, Brandon Day. The Unchained King knows just how important the Absolute Grand Prix tournament is to everyone in the locker room. Let's hear what a championship would mean to him.
On Friday, May 9th, 8 men enter and fight for one prize, the Absolute Grand Prix Championship. And when you look at the field, you see a very diverse group. You see The up-and-comers that just need that one establishing win to make them a household name. You see the rookies vying for spots that maybe they're not even ready for. The psychos just looking to hurt. And the veterans looking to cement their legacy. And I get it all the time. Why, Brandon? Why? Why you're going for this right now? Look at your career, the amount of time that you've put in, the miles on your body. You've coached some of these men for this spot. Isn't it time to pass the torch? And the answer is no. I can't pass the torch because I'm the flame. And this fire is not ready to die yet. So BPW is raising the stakes, but I'm raising the standard. So come May 9th, the absolute Grand Prix Championship runs through me. I'm the fire. I'm the benchmark.
Well, there you have it, folks. The intensity and passion from Brandon Day. You can see how important this Grand Prix championship will be to him, should he be the one to bring it home. But first, he'll have to deal with the dangerous Jacob Rose. If you missed BPW Unchained Revenge, you will want to check out the classic match between Jacob Rose and Ryan Michaels. An incredible performance from both athletes. And I expect much of the same here from these two. Of course, Brandon Day, a very decorated history, trained by Taz. Be looking to apply that Taz mission at some point, as now he works the left arm of Rose, who is countering now into his own wrist lock. Gets behind Day, working that left arm. Day's going to counter now himself, and he's got Rose into a headlock. Both men struggling for position here as Rose again goes to counter. And now he's got a headlock. Locked in on Brandon Day up against the ropes. And that's a big shoulder block. Rose takes down Day. First significant strike of the night. And boom, Brandon Day answers back with one of his own. The action just now getting started here. What a counter into the atomic drop, and both sides for good measure. Brandon Day on a roll early, and that's a clothesline sending Rose to the outside as the Fostoria crowd shows their support for the Unchained King. What a great start for Brandon Day. Oh, and Jacob Rose using the ropes for offense, and now he will immediately be on the attack, try to swing the momentum his way, going for a suplex it looks like here. Brandon Day says no, and up. Wow. Incredible Brandon Day. Talk about strength and athleticism. Down on the suplex. Felt like he held that one for a full 10 count. I'm sure it felt like a minute to Jacob Rose. Brandon Day looking to set him up, and Rose gets between the ropes here and uses that positioning to his advantage, and immediately with the big flying elbow knocks Brandon Day down for the cover here, and that will be two. Not enough to dethrone the Unchained King, but Rose not satisfied. There's a big elbow. And a kick to the head, not showing any respect to Brandon Day. vicious with those attacks. Now he's going to be worried about a 5 count here. Works the full extent of that 4 count, getting a warning from the ref. Brandon Day now looking to fight back. A couple of kicks to the midsection. He tries to get out of this position here in the corner, and now he's back on the offensive with the right hands. Fires Rose off the ropes, and oh, what a counter. Rose again. Oh, big elbow drop there. 1, 2. Rose using the ropes again to his advantage with that counter, slowing down the momentum of the Unchained King. Looking to set up for a suplex again, see if it goes his way this time. There is an impressive suplex. Nice form, going for the cover. 1, 2. Not quite. Brandon Day's not done yet. Rose pleading his case to the official, but it will do no good. Big shots to the ribs now from Brandon Day, and Rose puts an end to that with a monster right hand of his own. Another big right hand. Jacob using wrist control to get that perfect placement on the shot. Now he's working the midsection. Oh, what is that now? Appeared to use the ropes for offense there, maybe raking the eyes of the Unchained King. The ref giving him another warning. Obviously, we discussed it earlier. 3 matches in one night. Some of these competitors, oh, big alley-oop. And now the cover. 1, 2. Not quite, but as I was saying, many of these competitors will look to use everything available to their advantage, as we see Jacob Rose looking to apply the submission with a knee in the back of Brandon Day, who's trying to get those hands out from under his chin. Big elbows to the midsection. Will he manage to get out here? Oh! Rose maybe pulled the hair of Brandon Day. Either way, he's back on the offensive. Very deliberate, powerful offense. Keeping his opponent grounded with these massive elbows. Taking his time. With a pace like this, he can work as he needs to. Certainly thinking about ending this one as early as possible. Both competitors will be. And now he's back to the submission. Trying to get underneath that chin, cut off the airflow. Brandon Day getting some life injected into him from this crowd. And he's almost out here, looking to go back to the elbows. Maybe one more, he'll get out. Oh! Jacob Rose gets it locked back in. Now he's out and back to the canvas. Up now and again, Brandon Day answers. Now that's another one. He's setting him up in the corner now, flying in with the big clothesline. And going for a splash. No, that's a European uppercut. He's going to whip Rose across the other side of the ring. Here he comes, going for a back splash. No, Jacob Rose gets out of the way. And oh, I know what's coming here. It's the arm bar. Talk about a 4 count. The referee breaks it up, but that's got to be the most painful 4 seconds any arm can be asked to endure, as Brandon Day setting up from the top rope. Big clothesline. That might do it. Is he going for the cover? Yes. 1, 2. No, that's 2.9. Maybe 2.9 repeating. That is as close as you can get to the 3 count. but Brandon Day's work is not done. Working Rose over with the knees. Irish whip into the ropes. Big kick from Rose, and now that's a scoop power slam. 1, 2, no. Some vintage offense from Brandon Day. And now he's looking to end things. He can see it. He knows he's got Rose in the ropes. Oh! Punch to the throat potentially there, and a huge Irish whip chest first for Brandon Day. This might be stomp territory. No, is that a Pele kick to the back of the head with the knee? Going for the cover, and no, it's not over yet, folks. Brandon Day kicks out before the 3. Jacob Rose cannot believe it. With the waist lock here, setting up. Is he going up to the top rope? Uh-oh. This could be trouble. Brandon Day fighting back. Looking to create some separation from Rose with those elbows. And what a counter. Way to get out of that for Brandon Day. And now it might be a role reversal, and it's Rose in trouble. Brandon Day has him set up now. And this could be devastating. Oh, my goodness. What a counter. 1, 2, and again. Brandon Day with the incredible kick out. Rose had the pressure applied to both shoulders. You can't cover a guy any better than that. An incredible counter. And now he's set up for the stomp. Here it comes. Oh, no, Brandon Day with the counter, and that's a huge lariat. Good God. 1, 2, and 3. Brandon Day is victorious. He turned Jacob Rose inside out with that one. And Brandon Day will move on to the second round of the Absolute Grand Prix tournament. Jacob Rose with an incredible performance, but Brandon Day is victorious, and we will see him again later on tonight in round 2. But first, it's time for our next matchup in round 1, and let's hear from Austin Elm.
Fostoria. At venue 18, Austin Elm is coming back, baby. Coming back for the Absolute Grand Prix Championship Tournament. Something that I've been keeping my eye on very, very keenly. Something that occurs to me that I deserve it. Not only do I deserve that, but I deserve the recognition of everyone in the back and the fans watching me, graced with my presence every time I come out into that ring. I didn't need Coach. I didn't need Gideon Hayes. He dropped me on the side of the street for a mistake. A mistake? I'm not allowed to make mistakes. I don't need anything. What I need is myself. What I need is for all of you to understand. What I need is for everybody to love me.
Now, let's get ready for some more of the action. Are you guys ready? We can be louder than that. Come on, NWA team. Let's be louder. Let's get a BPW chant started. The following contest will be an opening round for Block B with a 15-minute time limit. Scheduled for one fall.
Well, buckle up, BPW fans, because this next matchup will be a grudge match in the first round of our tournament as Austin Elm makes his way out to the ring. You heard what he had to say about his former coach, Brandon Day, and his former partner, Gideon Hayes. Austin Elm has a lot of history with those two men, but just as much with his opponent tonight, RJ Flores. Those four men main evented our last event, Unchained Revenge, with Flores picking up the pinfall W. And let's hear from El Toro Loco before he makes his entrance.
Benchmark Pro Wrestling. My name is RJ El Toro Loco Flores. And I'm here to announce I am entering the Absolute Grand Prix Championship.
And we'll hear RJ's thoughts behind his chances tonight after he makes his way to the squared circle.
You see, I'm a big underdog in this. We've got Brandon Day. We've got Ashton Adonis. We've got Austin Elm. And we've got Gideon Hayes. All those guys I just named, man, they're big, they're tall, they're scary. But let me just tell you this. They don't got the fighter spirit that I do. They don't got the heart that it takes to win it all. When that bell rings at 8 p.m., your guys' heart better be thumping. Because mine sure will be, man.
And this Fostoria crowd loves RJ. And quick offense from Austin Elm. Showing off his strength. These two lock back up. And now it's RJ's turn for the arm drag. There's zero quit in RJ Flores. As the two men lock back up. Now it's a headlock for Flores. Elm whips him off the rope. Big shoulder block from El Torito as he gets up and over and dodges the clothesline and one. Only a one on the roll-up, but here's a roll-up for Elm. Just a one count as well as these two get into it quick with the action. A bevy of counters and one counts. You can tell these two know each other well. Not only well scouted, but they've seen it up close in person. Elm with the headlock now. RJ looking to get out of this. Another nice looking arm drag and follows it with another, getting some momentum here. Big right hand from RJ, follows it up with another. Pushes Elm into the corner, and now he's looking for a drop kick. That connects. Early momentum belongs to RJ Flores, looking to run up again for, oh, look at that. He flips, monkey flip. Elm caught off guard by this early onslaught of offense from Flores, who's looking for a tornado bulldog. Countered out of by Elm. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. An impressive counter from Elm. Slows things down, evens up the action here a little bit. Now he's on the offensive. Big attack into the corner. Snaps RJ down, and now he's setting up for an elbow. The diving elbow drop. Into the front face lock. RJ fighting to get out of this. Big right hand to the ribs. Doing everything he can to get free, and now he has, and a big single leg drop kick from Austin Elm. 1, 2. RJ Flores kicks out. Crowd cheering Flores on. Elm back to the submission attempt. Hoping to choke RJ out. Both fighters would love to end this as quickly as possible. Get ready for their next round matchup. Elm looking to set up for the suplex. RJ getting wide. Good wide base there, dropping that knee. And oh, a reversal. Snap suplex from RJ Flores. And that is a big, oh, look at that broken arrow. 1, 2, only 2. I thought that might have been it. Elm back to the choke hold. He's got that headlock gripped in pretty tightly. RJ looking to get in between the fingers, looking to break that grip, keep the pressure off of his neck. Elm not letting go. RJ fighting hard to get out of this. Ooh! But the big blow to the back slows RJ down. It looks like he's either going back for it. No, there's another suplex. Elm with the nice form, and he quickly makes his way to that top turnbuckle, looking for a proper diving elbow drop. And oh, this time it is avoided by RJ Flores. And will he be looking for a move here? Oh, again, it rolls out of the way of the big attack. Hits Austin Elm with a splash. Body kick from RJ. Elm with the counter on the Irish whip. And oh, up and over. That's going to be a cover. Great move from RJ Flores, but it's not enough yet. And oh, here we go. Once again, he's going to get this cover roll up. Just a 2 count. RJ getting frustrated, getting pumped up. He senses that it's close. Oh, and here we go. What's he setting up for? Is he setting him up for the, oh, counter from Elm. Big right hand from RJ. Looks like he's going for that tornado DDT. Here, this could be it. Oh, what a counter from Elm. He gets out of it. Oh, nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, that might do it, folks. 1, 2, and 3. Austin Elm with the victory. The nightmare on Elm Street took it down. RJ Flores, a heck of a fight. But Austin Elm comes out victorious with a win over his rival. And you see RJ, wait a minute. Who's that? Somebody coming into the ring here. What is, oh my God. Gideon Hayes with the steel chair to his former teammate. Oh God. Again on the back of Austin Elm. This is not good for Elm. Oh, another vicious chair shot as we have extra officials coming out to try to rein this in. Gideon Hayes showing you just how much this title means to him and how little his former partner does. That's a spear. Good God. He has broken Austin Elm in half. And Elm has a match soon. There is going to be virtually no time for Austin Elm to recover from that vicious attack set on him by Gideon Hayes. And for those of you who missed Unchained Revenge and are maybe a little confused in this moment as to why this just happened, we can certainly get into it, but who better to explain his motivations than Gideon Hayes himself?
Brandon Day, you got the better of me. RJ Flores, you got the better of me. And why? Why? Because of you. Because of Austin Elm. Austin, do you think that I cared about you? Austin, do you think that I truly believed that you would make it to the top? Do you think that I give a damn about anyone in Benchmark Pro Wrestling? Ever since it was announced at Unchained Revenge that there would be an absolute Grand Prix champion, the mission became very simple. That it would be a war. And on May 9th, at Venue 18, that is exactly what it's gonna be. An absolute war. War against anyone that thinks they can step between Gideon Hayes and his right to be named the absolute Grand Prix champion. Because I'm gonna show that I'm the standard. That I am the benchmark. And that I am pain.
And there you have it, folks. Gideon Hayes as motivated as any human being can be. Now let's see which fighter has been tasked with ending his night before it gets started. It is Elijah Eros who's calling his shot tonight.
A complete unknown. Until I knocked out Brandon Beretta. I didn't join this sport to ride benches. I did it to be great. I did it to be the standard. I want to be the torchbearer of the independents. I want to be the benchmark. Yeah, the tournament is stacked. Some say it's an impossible task for me. But I'm going to show everybody that I am the king of the impossible. On May 9th, for the Benchmark Pro Wrestling Absolute Grand Prix Championship Tournament. Who will be the winner? The answer, Elijah Eros.
And we are underway. Action immediately between Gideon Hayes and Elijah Eros. As Eros looking to counter now, he's got waist control. Hayes using the ropes, but there's a quick example of the athleticism of Elijah Eros. Woo! Some exciting action early on. He sets up for the drop kick, and that sends Hayes into the corner. Eros lining it up, and that is a big elbow. As he flies into the corner, set up here on the middle rope, and another elbow right to the spine of Gideon Hayes. Just enough for one. Elijah Eros looking to start things off early and stay on the attack here. Gideon Hayes has other plans. The incredible athleticism of Elijah Eros. And Hayes struggling to get to his feet. Eros now up to the top rope, looking to line it up. What's this gonna be? Goes for a clothesline counter. Oh, what a suplex from Gideon Hayes. The perfect counter at the perfect time. So now he looks to set the tone with kicks and now shoulders pounding heavily into the ribs of Elijah Eros. Oh, with the bridge, he's got the cover. Only two. Impressive offense from Gideon with the multiple suplexes here. Showing just how powerful he is, and now he's going to work the ropes. Uses all 4 seconds available to him. He's now got some words for the crowd here. Gideon Hayes, no love lost for this Fostoria crowd. Nor any for Elijah Eros, it would appear. A couple of right hands. Now he whips him into the corner. Eros with the counter, looking to set something up for himself. Gideon Hayes with the impressive dodge. Shades of a popular Samoan. Relentless elbows to the skull of Elijah Eros, but he's not done yet. Eros kicks out, struggling to get to his feet. Gideon Hayes very methodical. Now he's using the ropes as an eye rake there. Winner of this will move on to our next round. Big boot from Eros in the counter. Elijah's move is countered. Hayes now looking to send him off. Countered again for the Irish whip, and big knee to the face from Gideon Hayes. Is he looking for the spear here? He might be setting it up. Oh, flies over the top for the leg drop. And this will be a cover. 1, 2, not yet. Elijah Eros not done yet. Kicks out. Pounds the canvas. He's looking to get some energy. Crowd getting behind him. Oh! Big right hand to the midsection, followed by another one. He's got Hayes stumbled. No, I stand corrected. Hayes with the heavy axe handles down. And there's a knee to the face. It's a great way to keep the high flyer grounded. Cover good for 2. Eros gonna need a big counter. Got to do something to change the momentum. Gideon Hayes disrespecting Elijah Eros, who's going for a roll-up here. Will this be it? Almost caught Hayes off guard. Only good for the 2 count, though. Big clothesline every time Elijah Eros tries to get back on the offensive. Hayes is ready to cut short his momentum. Big right hand sends Eros to the ground. Big stomps to the chest of Elijah Eros. Gideon Hayes already made his mark on this tournament at the end of our last match. Vicious chair shots to Austin Elm, his former partner. And if that's what he'll do to a former partner, you can imagine, oh, what an Irish whip, what he would do to Elijah Eros to ensure that he advances to the next round of our Absolute Grand Prix tournament. Gideon Hayes looks like he's enjoying inflicting this pain. He told us he would do that. But Elijah Eros has been in tough spots before. Another vicious blow to the back. Hayes is putting everything into those Irish whips, but Elijah Eros survived Brandon Beretta and was able to knock him down with that vicious punch. Will he be able to pull off a similar counter here against Hayes? Hayes with the stomps right into the center of the back. No quitting Eros. Using Hayes to climb up. You know he's going to fight until he can't anymore. Ooh! A bear hug. He's got Eros locked in right in the center of that ring after all of the damage that's been done to his back. This is an incredibly calculated decision here. You can see the plan. And, ooh, it was almost over right there, but Elijah Eros fights out of it. He's not done yet, and here come the right hands. 3 to the face of Hayes, and Eros is finally out. Big counter, another right hand. That's that same right hand that got him a victory against Brandon Beretta. One more big super kick, and now Hayes is all the way through the ropes and onto the outside. We know Eros likes to fly. Will he be setting up for the dive right now? Does he have the energy? Does he have the strength? He's going to do it through the ropes and into the front row as Elijah Eros takes Gideon Hayes down. The high-risk, high-reward offense. That was the big moment that he needed to turn things around. Will he be able to capitalize here? Eros gets Hayes back into the ring. Hayes already up to his feet. Very impressive. Boom, right hand. Oh, is this it? Here it comes. Oh, Hayes withstands the big clothesline. Another kick. Big Pele kick to the head. And Eros is going to fly. He's up to the top rope. Lining up Gideon Hayes, who's now on his feet. Here it comes. Big clothesline from the top rope. Eros is going to have to get over there to cover him. 1, 2, no. That should have been it. That's what Elijah Eros is thinking. How was that not it? He's got to come back with more offense, and here it is. No, avoided by Hayes. He also avoids the super kick and is, oh, it looked like he was going for the spear. Gets countered into the turnbuckle, and Eros once again, oh, another counter from Hayes, and there it is. Good God, that spear. And that ends this one. Gideon Hayes, as quick as you can say it, earns the victory with a spear, and he will move on to the next round of the Absolute Grand Prix Championship Tournament. Hayes has put his money where his mouth is and vanquished the heroic Elijah Eros this evening. As we are getting set now for round 2 of the Absolute Grand Prix Championship Tournament. Only 4 men remain. And we will be right back with those round 2 matchups.
Welcome back to BPW Absolute Grand Prix. Now, did everybody got something good to drink? Anybody? There we go. For Sprite. Here we go. Cheers for Sprite. But come on, guys. Let's get started with our second half of this show. But before I do that, hopefully you guys got your tickets for July 26th. Now, are you ready, guys? I think we can do a little better, but are you ready? The full match is a semi-final match, and it is scheduled for one fall, with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing down to 225, from David, Ohio, Gideon Hayes.
Gideon Hayes returning to the ring, potentially to his advantage, to be able to get back in so early after finishing his previous match. Probably still loose, muscles still warm, doesn't have to worry about any loss of adrenaline. Hayes with some friendly words for the Fostoria fans. And here comes Austin Elm. So Austin Elm is a warrior for even attempting to compete in this match. Clearly, Gideon Hayes' attack on him was not just retribution for their loss in last month's main event at Unchained Revenge, but it was clearly strategic as well, because now Hayes has given himself a massive advantage against Austin Elm here. Remember, Hayes deems Elm responsible for their loss because he accidentally hit Hayes in the back with a steel chair intended for Brandon Day. And that strike to the back would lead to an RJ Flores frog splash that would cost these two their revenge. And Hayes is set on getting that and then some. Boom! There is the spear. The second one Elm has had to endure. And that will do it, folks. Over as soon as it started, and Gideon Hayes will advance to the final in the Absolute Grand Prix tournament. A vicious spear ends the night for Austin Elm, as Gideon Hayes announced the winner, and it looks like RJ Flores coming to the aid of his rival. Gideon Hayes laying down the ground rules, and he does not seem to appreciate RJ Flores coming in here to help Austin Elm. And it's another spear. RJ Flores is already out of this tournament, was simply looking to help Austin Elm get to the back safely. What a stand-up guy RJ Flores is. We mentioned he and Elm are rivals. There really no love lost between those two competitors, yet even he had seen enough of Gideon Hayes' damage inflicted on Austin Elm, and now RJ needs to be helped to the back. And it is time for our next matchup, as Ashton Adonis will take on Brandon Day. Ashton Adonis won the very first match of the tournament tonight against the human highlight, Isaiah Moore. Countering Moore's offense with the pump knee for the victory. And he will be a little more fresh than his opponent, who had his first match later in the evening. And here he comes, the Unchained King, Brandon Day. That same intensity in the eyes, as Brandon Day knows he needs 2 more victories to take home the Absolute Grand Prix Championship. An incredibly talented fighter in Ashton Adonis stands in his way. A couple of physical specimens staring each other down in this semifinal. As both competitors are ready, and we are underway, folks. The Unchained King Brandon Day versus Astonishing Ashton Adonis. These two bulls lock horns to start things off. Adonis with some disrespect early. Rubbing that dirt off his shoulders. Brandon Day will be wary of the dirty tactics of Adonis as we see him pulling the hair early in the match against Isaiah Moore. Adonis feigned a handshake. Used that for a quick kick to the midsection to gain the upper hand, and now he's got Brandon Day in the corner. And oh, big counter right hand from Brandon Day. And now that he can get things started, it'll be Adonis on the back foot. Goes completely out of the ring on that Irish whip. And these two taking it to the outside early. Great opportunity to inflict some damage. Boom, head first onto that tough part of the canvas, that edge there, the hardest part of the ring. Day avoids the elbow drop. Now kick to the midsection. Oh, he's got the underhook here. What's he going for? A beautiful suplex. Big power move from Brandon Day as he follows it up with the huge right hand. Irish whip countered by Adonis, countered again by Day. Nobody home and looking for the transmission. He's got it. Is it locked in? Adonis now using the official. Oh my goodness. A low blow. Adonis grabbing the official, using that to be a distraction, and now after that big right hand, he has the upper hand against the Unchained King. The low blow turned this match right around, and now Adonis has the momentum, dropping the axe handle on the spine of Day. Applying the pressure, using the ropes to choke Day for a few seconds before the official breaks it up. Big knee to the ribs. Adonis asserting himself against Brandon Day, but you can't give Brandon Day that much space. Now he's back. He's up on his feet. He's throwing those meat hooks. Big European uppercut. Counters the scoop slam, and that is a huge knee from Ashton Adonis. He might be setting up an even bigger knee, the pump knee. Nope. Drops the axe down on Brandon Day once again. Going back to work on these ribs. Rope-assisted stomps. The ref's got to put an end to that. And Adonis is fired up. Certainly seems to be pushing the referee to his limits here. Now looking to set up a submission. Got an abdominal stretch here. And now Adonis going to work on the body. Goes for the cover. Not quite enough yet. Has certainly done damage today, but not enough to call it a night for the Unchained One. Looking to lock that grip in underneath the chin of Day. Just going to fight hard to break that grip. Got to get his hands up underneath that. Official checking to make sure. Brandon seems to be actively fighting it. Looks like he's got those fingers separated. He could be out of this any moment now. And turns that into a pinfall attempt. What a counter from Brandon Day. Oh, that knee to the midsection is going to hurt. Ashton Adonis, another huge knee. That might be it, folks. That could be over for Brandon Day. 2 count only. Adonis cannot believe it. He thought for sure he was going to finish it right then and there. Goes for the cover again. Not this time. Adonis looking to bring Day to his feet. European uppercut sends Day crashing into the second rope in the corner. Forearms. Now he's got Day set up. Boom, we saw that same combo earlier. Snapmare and goes over the top. Only a 2 count once again. After applying all that damage to the abdomen, now we're seeing more pressure being applied. Day looking to get this crowd fired up. They're going to inject some energy into the building. Adonis looks astonished. How is Brandon Day able to muscle out of this one again? Ooh, vicious elbows. Right to the ear of Ashton Adonis. Impressive he's been able to hold on this long. Day trying to get underneath that grip. If he can do it, he should be able to leverage his way out. Now working the fingers. That's got to be painful. Gets out of it with the elbow, and now a counter to the Irish whip and a big back body drop. Adonis going for the pin. Still not enough. He cannot believe it. Back again. The consistent offense. Just really trying to ground Brandon Day, trying to keep him on the mat, applying pressure. Will Brandon Day submit? He's found a way to get out of these situations so far. Looking to do it one more time. Those arms outstretched to their fullest extent. But now he's to his feet, and he's going to have a chance to get out of this. Going to reverse it. And now it's Adonis in the precarious position, but he finds the turnbuckle. Able to push Brandon Day into it and right back on the attack for Ashton Adonis. And right back, he lets go before the 5 count. Adonis has just been brutally bombarding that midsection. Still seems to be short. Not quite enough of a high impact attack to keep Brandon Day on the mat for 3 seconds. This has been an absolute slugfest and continues to be. Big European uppercut and the knife edge chop to follow. Adonis, oh, they're going to trade chops now. I don't know if that's in Ashton's best interest. But he counters the Irish whip and goes back into the abdominal stretch. Very smooth transition. Incredibly impressive from Ashton Adonis. And back to those clubs. Right hand coming down. Brandon Day gets his hands locked now. Looking for a counter. He may have it. And oh, he's got an abdominal stretch lock in of his own now. And it's countered out by Adonis. Another counter from Day. These two still very even. It's neck and neck. And oh, that might have been a meeting of the minds. Both men go down, and the official will have no choice here in a second but to start the count. And here it is. The dueling 10 count. Is this how we will decide this match? One of these men need to get to their feet. Referees count up to 6 as Adonis seems to be there, and the count will stop. So not going to end that way, says Adonis. But now that Day's back up to his feet, the fists are flying. Gets him in the midsection. Beautiful knee, and that stuns Adonis. He is out on his feet. Manages to counter. Day again. There's a big scoop slam. You love it. Scoop power slam. 1, 2. Not quite yet. These two men refuse to quit. I don't know how the winner of this will be able to get through what will surely be a grueling main event, but they can't worry about that yet. Day sized him up for the suplex. He's got him up. We saw him hold this for quite some time earlier, but Adonis able to get it turned around himself. Counter after counter. Uh-oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, my God. Up and over. That could not have gone well for either. Man, that was devastating, folks. A chain of counters, one suplex into another, and both men end up over the top rope, spilling onto that hard concrete floor. And Brandon Day is going to beat this 10 count. It looks like the match will continue, but how much left can either man have? Oh, look at that. Will he get it? Oh, Ashton, no, turns it into a roll-up of his own. Now it's a cover for Day. 2 counts aplenty, but no finish yet. Disaster kick. A disaster kick from the corner. Now will Adonis go back to the pump knee? Will he look for the Blue Thunder Bomb? How will he look to... Oh, and that tells us all we need to know. My question's been answered. Removing the pad, you know he's coming for that pump knee, and it's been countered. Taz mission from Brandon Day. And we'd already have seen Ashton try this move. Oh, he goes for the low blow again. It's countered. Brandon Day saw it coming. You can't do that one twice. And now the Taz mission is locked in, and he takes it to the ground. I think Brandon Day has this one well in hand. There it is. Ashton Adonis taps to the Taz mission, and Brandon Day will advance. The Unchained King is moving on to the final. It's going to be Gideon Hayes versus Brandon Day for the Absolute Grand Prix Championship. What an incredible semifinal those two just put on. And we will now head to our co-main event. We've got tag team action coming up for you. As we kick off our co-main event, we have a first-time tag team tonight.
Introducing first, team number 1. In the combined weight of 376 pounds, the SOB Logan Blackheart and Robin Kennedy.
Logan Blackheart victorious over Brutal Bob Evans at Unchained Revenge. A very impressive win for his resume. Robin Kennedy lost a hard-fought battle against Steven Chavis, who we will see in this match tonight. So their rivalry continues. And is that a leash? Well, it seems Logan Blackheart has taken the lead for this team. He seems to be the one calling the shots. I guess a victory over the legend Bob Evans will give you that credibility with your own teammate. So Preston Riker and Steven Chavis have an advantage on their end tonight with Haley Rose in their corner. Haley Rose, of course, victorious in her BPW debut at Unchained Revenge, earning the victory against Harley Fairfax, who was an incredibly challenging opponent, as it looks like the party team might be looking to set up a shot, maybe? Preston still got that drink in his hand, and Steven Chavis, the Lumbe Warrior, will start against the man he defeated at Unchained Revenge. And we are underway. Co-main event tag team action here at Benchmark Pro Wrestling. They lock up. Chavis with the early advantage. Working that arm over. Really wrenching at the wrist. Over again. Looking to set the tone early for his team. Transitions into the headlock. Kennedy getting words of encouragement from his tag partner, Logan Blackheart, if you want to call it that. Oh, big shoulder from the Warrior. He's not done yet, looking to keep it going. Oh, leap over from Robin Kennedy, goes for the arm drag. Nope. And over. Steven Chavis with another arm drag. And a drop kick to boot. All the momentum with Chavis and Riker as Kennedy hits the corner, and it'll be Logan Blackheart's time. What's this about? Oh, he's calling out the big guy. Okay. Preston Riker going to come into the match. He's still got that cup in his hand. Logan talking to the crowd here. Looking like he's stalling a little bit. Preston Riker starting a chicken chant. You know Logan won't stand for that. Oh! He bounces right off. Preston Riker, he's a very big man. I think Logan may have decided he'd prefer to watch the rest of this event. Now there's a party pooper chant going through this venue 18. Oh, looks like these guys are going to do a shot together. Okay. Luckily for them, they don't have to win 3 matches tonight. Otherwise, this might be a bad idea. Logan unable to grab the cup. And here's the drink. The crowd rarely behind Logan Blackheart, but here they go. Maybe this is a change in his tone. You know, maybe he's turned over a new leaf. Oh, my God, you should have seen that one coming. Oh, we were all fooled. Shouldn't have fallen for that one, but he's made the big man angry, and that might not be the best decision. Logan Blackheart has ever made. Chavis now the legal man after the tag. And, oh, look at that. Some tag team offense. Boot to the face with the slam involved, as well as Robin Kennedy getting involved. And now Chavis has a shot for him. Oh, no. Oh, no. That looked bad for Chavis. Blackheart comes in, takes him out at the knee, and immediately begins to work that same knee over. Good strategic wrestling from Logan Blackheart. Ooh, Chavis has to hate it. He'll be grounded without that left wheel if these two continue this. And now the tag team wrestling. Some good work. It looks like this team of Kennedy and Blackheart has been in the training center working on their tag team game. At Unchained Revenge, we saw them both in singles action. They're looking like a pretty competent tag team at the moment, as Chavis doing everything he can to get out of this situation. That knee clearly in pain, and he is far away from help. Oh, but he breaks loose with a punch to Kennedy, who is right back on him. And oh, I think you know what's coming. He's setting him up for Booker T's favorite move. There it is. Vicious. Slamming that head down into the mat. And again, good work with the tag team move. Robin Kennedy not only keeping Chavis grounded, but keeping him close enough to his own corner where he was able to make that tag while he still had his legs locked around Chavis. Nothing the Lumbe Warrior could do. And now Logan Blackheart looking to do more damage to that knee. Oh, that hurt, but I think that one could have hurt Chavis as well. He kicks Logan's legs out from under him, but Logan landed on that injured left leg of Chavis, and that was just enough to keep the tag from happening. Oh, look at that angle. Really applying some torque to those ligaments. Oh, will Chavis be finally able to make this tag? No, Robin Kennedy stops the rally before it can get started as he drags a writhing Chavis back into his corner, and still that relentless assault on his ankle and knee. Another tag made. Say what you want about their tactics, but this tag team of Blackheart and Kennedy has some good chemistry. Very choreographed, coordinated offense here. And there it continues. Once again, dragging Steven Chavis back into the corner. Chavis able to get to the rope. That should lead to a break. Able to get to his feet regardless. Before the official was even forced to break the hold for Kennedy. Chavis onto at least a foot, but wow, Kennedy refuses to let go, and now we're back to square one with a tag to Blackheart. And this is what I was talking about before. These guys have a plan, and they are putting it into motion. Just doing everything that they want to Steven Chavis. And now he's setting up for the figure four. This would be just awful. Oh, he's going to get it locked in. I can only imagine the amount of pain shooting through the left leg of Steven Chavis now as he tries to fire up this crowd, but you can hear, oh, he gets it turned over. Now the pressure's on the other side. Now it's Blackheart that's got to deal with this. And Kennedy gets into the ring. Haley Rose doing her best to help her team, but in this instance, the referee paying attention to her allows Robin Kennedy to rotate these two and get Blackheart back in the advantageous position, but Chavis rolls him over again. And this time, now Preston just decides to step into the ring, and he's going to do something about this, and that is a body slam right onto Logan Blackheart, and that is one way to turn things around. Preston Riker taking matters into his own hands and finally gets the tag. Chavis is out, and Riker is a house of fire. And Spinebuster. High impact offense from Preston Riker, and he's got to look out behind him. There's Robin Kennedy. Elbows to the base of his skull there, right at the back of his spine. He powers through the double clothesline and hits a completely different type of double clothesline. Reichert looks to have both of his opponents where he wants them. Gearing up some extra momentum. Big corner splash. He sandwiches them both. And he's going for twin choke slams here. Oh! And this could be really bad news for Riker as the ref is down. Double team suplex. Again, I have to credit this team. And speaking of credit, look at the heart of the Lumbe Warrior getting to the top rope. Oh, that one hurt him about as much as it hurt his opponents. An incredible attack off the top rope, landing a punch onto both Blackheart and Kennedy, but you immediately saw Chavis go for his knee, and now Blackheart's got problems with Haley Rose. I don't know if going into the ring is her best option right now, and oh, that's disgusting. Robin Kennedy. Did he lick her ear? Oh, she dodges out of the way. The clothesline takes down his teammate. Oh, here we go. And Haley Rose with some offense of her own. She's not out of the woods yet, though, as Logan Blackheart now has her by the hair. Haley Rose got to get out of this. And here comes the big man, Preston Riker. Now he's got the choke slam. Will he get it? Oh, my goodness. What impact. Referee going to count this 1, 2, and 3. Preston Riker and Steven Chavis are victorious with some help from Haley Rose. This team is able to vanquish Blackheart and Robin Kennedy. Impressive victory. We hope Steven Chavis' knee is okay. And we look forward to seeing Haley Rose in action again soon. Big victory. And now it's time for the main event.
It is now time for your main event. The following match is the final contest of the Absolute Grand Prix tournament. And this match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. And the winner will be the very first ever Grand Prix champion.
Well, this is it, folks, as Gideon Hayes makes his way out to the ring for our main event. It's time to determine our Absolute Grand Prix champion. And Hayes has done everything in his power to make sure he walks away with that championship. He attacked his second round opponent, Austin Elm, after Elm's victory. giving himself by far the easier semifinal victory. Just took one admittedly violent spear to finish Austin Elm after Elm had taken several chair shots and a spear earlier tonight after defeating RJ Flores. And now it's time for the Unchained King look at the determination in his eyes. Brandon Day knows he needs just one more victory to prove that he is the benchmark. Like he said, I can't pass the torch because I am the flame. Gideon Hayes says he's the benchmark, that he's the standard by which the rest of BPW must reach. One thing is certain, folks, we will have a champion when this bell rings. Will it be Brandon Day? Will it be Gideon Hayes?
Introducing first, from Tiffin, Ohio, weighing 220 pounds, defeat Elijah Heroes and Austin Elm. On his way here with a competition time of 18 minutes and 22 seconds. The master of the spear, he is Pain. This is Gideon.
18 minutes of match time thus far for Gideon Hayes. Likely the more fresh of the two combatants.
And his opponents from Bridgewater, Virginia, weighed tonight at 234 pounds. He defeated Jake Omen and Ashton Adonis tonight with a total match time of 32 minutes and 14 seconds. He is the benchmark. All hail the Unchained King,
Brandon Day with 32 minutes of match time so far, nearly double what Gideon Hayes has dealt with. Brandon's been through 2 wars already. He knows he needs to survive one more to walk home with that beautiful gold belt, as our official shows each man what is at stake. And we are almost set to decide our first ever absolute Grand Prix champion. Here we go, underway. First spear attempt early on, miss, and there's a Tasmission. My goodness, unbelievable. No way it's gonna, oh. Gideon Hayes counters out. I thought we might have another quick finish there. Hayes looks like he was caught off guard. Day says, I was this close. I almost had you. Both men going for the knockout blow right out the gate. Let's see who gets the advantage early on as they're locked up. Jostling for position, up and down the ropes from corner to corner, neither man giving an inch without taking it right back. We have another stalemate. These two very evenly matched competitors, who of course took different paths to getting here to our main event championship match. None of that matters. The bell has rung. May the best man win. Brandon Day gets out of the headlock. Big shoulder block from Gideon Hayes. Brandon Day, hand on his rib cage. Took a lot of damage to the midsection in that last battle with Ashton Adonis. And with Gideon Hayes' vaunted spear, I'm sure he's well aware of the damage inflicted on Day's midsection as well. Good work from Day here to get out of this hold, and now he's going to be able to apply his own potentially big slap to the face. Now transitions to a headlock of his own. And now a big shoulder block from Brandon Day. Looks like that impact may have caused him a little pain as well. Again, those ribs have been through hell. But Brandon Day knows the only way out of hell is through it. As Gideon Hayes works him into the corner. Big right hand. And another one. Absolutely brutal punches from Gideon Hayes. And there's a kick to the midsection. Brandon Day looking to turn this situation around now. He's on the offensive. Big knife chop. And the whole venue can hear those smashing Gideon's face into the turnbuckle. Time for more chops. Big counter from Gideon Hayes. Hits him with the European uppercut, and now action's picking up a bit and nails Hayes with the back body drop. And now working him over in the corner. Another uppercut. As these two are inflicting as much damage as humanly possible. All in search of that epic absolute Grand Prix championship. Counter from Hayes. Another counter, and then, ooh, I thought he might be going for the Taz mission here, but instead it's a belly-to-back suplex and going for the cover. Hayes is able to kick out at 2. From the uppercut to the chops, the look in Brandon Day's eyes says it all. You can see that fire he was talking about. Up and over. Oh, my God. I don't know how Hayes had the strength to do that, but it was incredibly impressive. And, oh, he spills Brandon Day out onto the floor. Hayes sliding out and just laying Day out in the concrete. Referee begins his 10 count. The crowd getting behind Brandon Day. You can hear the chants. Hayes imploring the official to count faster. And that will break the count. So likely, oh my God. Well, that might get us a 10 count. Unbelievable. Did you see that vicious shot to that steel post? That is a load-bearing beam, folks. There was nothing easy about that blow that Brandon Day just took from Gideon Hayes, and now we're up to 8. Will he make it in? 9. This could be it, folks, and Brandon Day makes it in with 1 second to spare, and Gideon Hayes will not give him another. He's on top of him immediately. Goes for the cover here. Kick out at 2 by Brandon Day. You see the veteran experience from Hayes. He knew he was close to the ropes. Tucked Day's arm away, but oh! Day's still able to kick out. Will that be the case this time? Indeed, but 2 counts. Again, unable to keep Day pinned, but worth mentioning that all these kickouts also using up a lot of energy. Not a bad strategy to apply those frequent pins. And whether you like it or not a bad strategy to use those ropes for that 4 seconds either. A cerebral attack from Gideon Hayes all night. Snap suplex. He had a plan. He has put that plan. Oh, drops it down right to the head. Brandon Day, unbelievable in his ability to keep fighting. He is clearly exhausted. Hayes has to be frustrated. You can see it on his face. He can't believe this isn't over. But Brandon Day has an endless amount of heart, and he's not going to go out easy. But this is a tough situation. That Cobra clutch. He's close to the ropes, but I don't know if he's close enough to reach one. Will he be able to power out of this? It looks like, oh! Hayes again dropping all of that force on the lower back. He already worked over lower back of Brandon Day. Crowd chanting for Day, trying to get him the energy he needs to power out of this, because it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. What an incredible feat of strength. Day looked like he could have been dead to rights there momentarily, but through sheer willpower, oh God, he manages to escape, but finds himself back on the mat after that vicious Irish whip into the corner. Hayes not content with the victory. He wants to rub it in for Brandon Day in this crowd, but that could be to his detriment. You don't want to leave those openings for this high level of a competitor. But again, it seems every time Brandon Day is able to establish some fight back, Hayes is able to reassert himself and take the momentum back. This crowd letting Hayes know how they feel about him. Setting Day up again, but this time it's a clothesline. This time, Brandon Day using that momentum to carry into his own attack, and now both men are down and once again going to fight their way up to their feet at around the same time. Hayes goes back to work on that midsection. An incredible amount of punishment taken. Now Brandon Day with those clubbing right hands onto the back. Hayes with the brilliant defense there, holding on to that rope, and a huge lariat That one spun Brandon Day around. I think he was going for a neck breaker when Gideon Hayes stopped his momentum, holding on to that middle rope, and countered with that massive clothesline. And interesting, didn't go for the pin right away, and this time Brandon Day does get the rope, and I wonder, as Hayes is going to make Day pay for that decision, I wonder if Gideon would have had that one had he gone for the pinfall just a few seconds earlier. Look at this fight from Brandon Day. Huge chop, my God. Not every day you see a man knocked off his feet from a chop. These two can barely stand, but they're not done fighting. One. Will he make it to 2? Or to 10, forgive me. He does make it to 10. And a bite for good measure. These two men are willing to do it all, whatever it takes, to walk away with this absolute Grand Prix championship. Oh! What a counter into a power bomb from Hayes. Somehow, Brandon Day again kicks out. Looked like Day might have been going for a Hurricane Rana there. And Gideon Hayes catches him halfway into a power bomb at that stage and slams Brandon Day down into the mat. Unbelievable that Day was still able to kick out yet again. The heart of a champion. Will he walk away with the hardware of a champion? Gideon Hayes has other ideas as he continues to hammer away with those right hands. Now the cover. Kicks it to Brandon Day, digging deep. He's got to find a way to turn this around. Gideon Hayes has been in control of this match for the last few moments, really has established himself working at his pace. Brandon Day has a ton of fight in him. The audience trying to give their energy to him one more time. You know Brandon won't quit. What's he going to do to get out of this? Now up to at least 1 foot. He's able to get that other foot underneath him. He'll be in a good position here. Oh! And Hayes with the kicks. What a counter into an arm bar. Incredible. That was impressive by Brandon Day. And Hayes is far from those ropes. You see him fighting, inching his way to that last rope. Is he going to be able to get out of it? If not, this could be it. Oh. Incredible wherewithal, the ring awareness from Gideon Hayes to find that rope. He realized he wasn't going to be able to reach it with his arm, but gets just enough of his foot on the rope, and now both men are on their feet, and we're back to the arm bar. Another arm bar over the top rope. You knew Day was going to get the full 4 seconds out of that. Just an absolutely brutal arm bar, and back to the top rope. But Hayes hits that top rope, and Brandon Day comes crashing down. Looked like he might have been going for that top rope clothesline, but Hayes able to shut it down and setting up for his own high-impact move. Will this be a superplex? These two fighting for control. Neither man wants to lose from up here. This could be the difference maker in the match. Big right hand. And Hayes is on his back now. Day with the chance to hit some of that top rope offense. This might be what he needs to get it back in his favor. Crossbody rolled up. 1, 2. Hayes with an incredible move there, able to use Brandon Day's momentum to roll that crossbody into a pin attempt of his own. Looked for a split second there like Day would be able to have a pin attempt. Oh, a super kick. And both men go down. Brandon Day falling close to the ropes, unable to get over for the cover. But that super kick certainly did some damage and maybe has leveled the playing field a little bit for these two competitors. Right hand blocked and then delivered by Day again. Third time's the charm. Now Day with the onslaught of rights. Got him set up in the corner. Hits Hayes with the clothesline. Coming back for another one. No, that time it's the splash. Throws his back into it one more time. And that European uppercut inflicts a lot of damage. Looks to go back to the well, but that one was countered. Now for a pin attempt. Only 2. As Day was able to get his left arm out from that. And what a tough break for Brandon Day. Gets the move off, but Gideon rolls out of the ring. So again, the opportunity to pin Gideon Hayes evades Brandon Day, and we might see more violence on the outside. As Hayes slams the spine of Day into, oh my God! My God! That clothesline might have done it, folks. Onto the concrete floor. Just when I thought Brandon Day was going to be dead on his feet after getting slammed into the turnbuckle, he turns it into a clothesline, and here's the cover, but no. The crowd thought it was 3. The Unchained King thought it was 3, but it was only 2 from the official. Somehow this match continues, setting him up for the Taz mission. Will he get it locked in? It looks good. Brandon Day with the Taz mission. Gonna try to work getting to the center of the ring. Now into the turnbuckle. Getting unable to keep hold of that rope. Breaks free of the Taz mission. Going for the big ripcord lariat. Oh my God. Will this be it for Gideon Hayes? No. Incredible again with the counter. Now what will Gideon Hayes be looking for? There's that over-the-top leg drop again. Crashing Day's face into the mat. And I bet Gideon Hayes is looking for the spear. Audience wants Brandon Day up to his feet. How long will it be? Scoop slam! What a scoop power slam. An incredible counter from the spear. And just when you think that there's no way either competitor can have more gas in the tank, they pull something out like that. And now they're trading right hands in the center of the ring. 2 men, 1 title. Their 3rd match of the evening. Brandon Day at this point has been in this ring for almost an hour. And Gideon Hayes has inflicted pain on half the field. Dodges the clothesline again. Uh-oh, we've seen this counter before. No spear, though. Day gets the knee planted onto the forehead of Gideon Hayes. And what's Brandon Day looking to do here? Oh, a beautiful dodge from, oh my God, Hayes with the spear. He dodges the lariat, immediately gets up and hits the spear. And he's not going for the cover, which makes me think there may be one more spear coming from Gideon Hayes. Brandon Day struggling to his feet. And there it is. A second spear. Will this be it? And we have a new Absolute Grand Prix champion, and his name is Gideon Hayes.
The winner of this main event and brand new Absolute Grand Prix champion, Gideon Hayes.
Gideon Hayes did what he said he would do. He defeated 3 men tonight, including the Unchained King, Brandon Day. And he is our new Absolute Grand Prix champion. The crowd here in Fostoria hates this outcome. But if there's one thing that's for sure, it's that Gideon Hayes is a bad man. And it's going to be very difficult to take that belt away from him. BPW is mine, says Gideon Hayes. And we will see if that holds true on July 26th when we return for BPW Fallout. Be sure to grab your tickets, folks, if you want to watch with us live. Until next time, I've been Kev Nevick, and there's your champion, Gideon Hayes, signing off.